From the gun, Jackson. That is caught. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 35. A third down conversion with a strong gain of 14. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Finding Pickens for another catch. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. Jackson will throw again. Steps away to his left. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity.
There's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown, Ravens. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. On the counter, it's Stevenson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense. That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Well, let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Ravens first down. It will be a big play there on 4th and long. To throw again is Jackson. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Jackson going to change things up a bit. Back to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Stevenson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 22 yards there, a first down. Play action. Now Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. And they'll run the option to start the drive. Fights loose. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Addison will go in motion left. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a second down and 9. Back to throw. Doyle. A quick throw there is incomplete. Looking for Sky Moore that time. And it's third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. To throw on third down. Doyle. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Out of the gun, they give it to Stevenson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. That's into the hands of Flowers over the middle. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And now they're in the hurry-up. On 3rd and 1, Jackson flushed out right. He's got his target. That's complete. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Vikings are going to get the football here at their own 23. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down. Doyle, quick slant, caught by Moore. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. To throw on second down. Doyle, and he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. First down now, but the clock continues to move. They'll look to throw again. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Now it's Barner. And the Vikings are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw in this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Lincoln.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Now the Vikings offense set to go to work to begin this third quarter. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is...
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Now he's loose at the 40 and down to the 28-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. 47 yards on the ground. Well, for a play that didn't look like much at the snap, that jet sweep turned into a big play in a hurry.
And how about how they ran the play? Because they obviously caught the defense out of position and not expecting that one, and that turned into a nice chunk of yardage. But how about the execution? On the handoff, most of the times we see on the jet sweep, they punch it forward so that if it falls to the ground, it's just an incomplete pass. Here, you've got to execute it well, otherwise it's a fumble.
Ezra Cleveland, the guard, called for the penalty there. Jefferson going to go in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Vikings come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 10-7. Well, it wasn't a one-play drive, but I think they'll take it. The scoring summary, 2 plays and into the end zone. This taken in at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Second down and a little more than a yard here. They go play action now. Jackson, they'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 79 yards.
And what a letdown after a huge play. He's going to pull this in and then set sail for the end zone. And he nearly made it, too. But he's going to be tracked down just short of the goal line. So a big play there that's going to set him up with first and goal at the 1 yard.